What's going on, guys? It's Chaotic Hutch, and in this video we're here to talk about the Black Ops 4 beta and my experiences, uh, how I like the gameplay, and what I thought about it overall. Now, this is coming from somebody who's played a lot of COD, and honestly, I'm a COD fanboy. I got hundreds of days in Black Ops 2, 25 plus days in Black Ops 1, MW3, Black Ops 3, and 20 plus hours in Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, and World War II, and Ghost. So I think I know a decent amount on the series, and I love the series. And my honest opinion on this game is I love it. I think what they did with it took Call of Duty to a new level, and I'm here to basically tell you why I think that. Now, don't get me wrong, the game definitely has its flaws and negatives. A huge, huge part of that is the spawns. Spawns and TDM, they're all over the place, as well as control. You could be pushing up halfway on the map, and people are going to be behind you. And that's unfortunate, and I think they're going to change that because they've got lots of complaints, huge complaints. Next, Specialist. Specialists are back from Black Ops 3 Infinite Warfare. Overall, I thought they did a decent job. The Tempest, the new Tempest, is very weak in my opinion. It now downs them, and they're able to get up from it unless you capitalize on it. To go with that, the shock drone that the Prophet has is very strong. They can throw that at you and it shocks you for 3 seconds and you're unable to do anything. What I found what was interesting was that they have specialists that are non-lethal, such as Crash and Recon. And I honestly felt like they were the best specialists in the game. I was mostly playing 3-man or 2-man in Control, which is a 5v5. And I felt if we had a good Crash and a good Recon on our team, we could basically control the map and the gunfights. Crash gives you 50 plus health and armor-piercing rounds, and Recon sends a vision pulse where you and your teammates are able to see the enemy through walls, which is huge in knowing the spawns and where enemies are coming from, the flanks. The grappling hook on the Ruin was surprisingly very, very good. I thought it was great. His gravity spikes are basically the same as Black Ops 3. I noticed they're a little bit slower. Something that I also didn't like was the maps really didn't have much sniper lanes. Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, I sniped a lot. But I felt it was hard in this game, not because the snipers weren't good, and not because the slow ADS time and the no aim assist, but really because there wasn't a lot of long lines of sight for the snipers. It was mostly close quarters. Unfortunately in this game, well, unfortunately for some, playing solos, you kind of have a harder playing field when it comes to Control, the 5v5, because this game is very, very team reliant. You got to focus on where your team is, who they are, what specialists they have, and you got to benefit from their specialist choice. So it's very team reliant, and if you have people that don't know what they're doing, it's a huge detriment to your team. Going back to spawns, Hardpoint and Domination were just broken. I've heard it from many YouTubers, and I experienced it myself and heard it from my friends. The spawns were just so hard to control, which they did to obviously counteract spawn camping. Spawn camping. But I mean, when you have 3 guys on B capturing it, and you have A already captured, and that opposite team spawning on A when you're not even pushing to their spawn, That's just makes it chaotic. Not makes not many people want to play domination or hardpoint, and I think that's unfortunate. And I was surprised to see that wall bangs are almost impossible. I hardly got any wall bangs, which I don't like in my personal preference in gameplay, which I thought was interesting. A kind of ordeal that Black Ops 4 has been introduced to is people saying that they have copied stuff from other games. Now, in my opinion, I don't think it's necessarily a copy. I just think uh, Treyarch saw their success in other games that have been doing well and gave their own little spin on it. Examples are they have the buy menu, which is also in CSGO. They reworked Specialist to be more like Overwatch, which I thought was very surprising. There's a higher time to kill. Instead of 100 health, you have 150 health. And the higher time to kill is like a lot of their competition in FPS shooters. They brought barbed wire and operator mods into Black Ops 4, which is identical to Rainbow Six Siege. And they brought Heist into a game mode which is 5v5, kind of like search and destroy, but you get money and you buy weapons with that money through the game. And that comes from Battlefield Hardline and CSGO. Some interesting facts on this game, and which my opinion is to get the game ready for the new Blackout Battle Royale, is that bullets are now projectiles like Battlefield or PUBG. It honestly feels a lot like Islands of the Nine. The bullets are hit scans up to a certain range, but after that range they become projectile, which means there's going to be bullet drop. You're going to have to lead your bullets, which we've never experienced in a Call of Duty before this. It's always been hit scan. And I think they did this to prepare the player base for the Battle Royale, where you need to be more calculated in your shots at long range due to the huge map and the many players on the battlefield. Also, I think they adjusted the audio, which is a bit different from any other Call of Duty before. If you're up close to an enemy, you can pinpoint their position based on their shots, on their movements, quite well. But if they're at a longer range and you hear a shot and you think it's to the left, it might not even be over there. It's more, in previous CODs, it was you hear a shot far away to your left, it's on the left. But in this game, it's more spread out, kind of like PUBG, where you hear a sniper shot from your right, and it could be 180 degrees to your right instead of the smaller, like 45 degrees from other Call of Duties. Honestly, my opinion on this game, I loved it. It's interesting how it's so much more competitive than the previous Call of Duties. I feel like you can't just sit back on your couch and play. You have to headset on. You have to be into it, leaning forward, or else you're plain and simple. You're not gonna have fun. You're gonna die. Like I said, I played lots of Control 5v5 with one other teammate or two other teammates. So I like the competitive feel where I feel like if you have three good players on a Control game, you can basically control it if you're playing together. I played Crash a lot. My buddy Chaotic Rampex, he used Recon a lot, and we were able to control the battlefield based on our specialists and how we played them at the perfect times to control the zone that we were capturing or defending, controlling their spawns, knowing where they were going to be, and predictions. I overall enjoyed the game lots, and I think it's going to be a big turning point for Call of Duty. Unfortunately, I do think it's going to lose some player base because of the competitive aspect of it, but the hardcore Call of Duty fans are going to love it. People that are really good at Call of Duty are going to love it. because it's more rewarding to get that win or to get that kill. And I just enjoyed it a lot. That's all for the video. Thank you guys so much. Leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it.
Active. Hostiles have run out of lives. End this.
There's one coming from middle.
We're contesting Alpha. We're pulled ahead.
Good round.
We did what we were paid to do.
Ooh, chaotic carry. 22, 29, 27.